Involves, the more players get involved, and the more we really want the ref to move around the penalty area to create that dynamic movement angle.
Especially for these decisions, everybody's going so far, like everyone's narrowing up by just going dead straight. Right side, left side there. Good, well done, well done.
Yeah, I do one more midweek.
You got a mic?
Out here we're going to focus around giving that development around moving towards the edge of the penalty area and creating ourselves a dynamic angle to give ourselves the best opportunity to try and get an accurate decision. We spoke earlier around knowing what you do well, and this movement around the penalty area is one of those things that help us do that well. So we're going to have a group of match officials up the top that are going to do some movement continuously. The main reason for that is these dynamic situations towards the penalty area don't come often from being static, and we really want to promote that movement in midfield, crab in, sideways, forwards, backwards, so that we're on our toes and we're ready to attack the box. We've got two small-sided games going on over here where the focus is around players changing direction to try and emulate those offside situations when we look and grow and add assistant referees into this. And on that trigger, the refs are going to attack the penalty area. When the referees attack the penalty area, one of the two small-sided game groups are going to move in and create a clutter of angles for the referee to have to try and generate an angle to make a decision. The more that evolves, the more players get involved, and the more we really want the ref to move around the penalty area to create that dynamic movement angle.
Is that right? Sure? Tickles me beard. Ready? Let's go! Let's go! Two of you, here we go, two of you, let's go. Look at the ball. Free kick, Rob?
Yeah.
Free kick, yeah? Free kick?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fine, same sort of path? Yeah? Well, I mean, it's really difficult here because you don't know what side the ball's going. I mean, what you've got to make sure you don't do is get inside here. Because what you don't want is a situation where if you're not giving anything, the ball's rebounding into this sort of danger D here and you've got a bit of a problem. So you can either, for me, go that side or that side and be in a good position to see what you did. Does that make sense? You follow the same path, to be fair. Just give it nice and strong. I don't know. Everyone's narrowing massively. Keep yourself open, keep yourself open, keep yourself open. Good, good. Just... What? Okay, you two, come here, come here. Well, no, you went right, you went left, really, didn't you? I think the biggest thing here is because you got a ball that's quite aerial. It was nice to see you both step back to get out of the way. Do you know what I mean? What's happening at the moment is, especially for these decisions, everybody's going so far, like everyone's narrowing up by just going dead straight. Just hold back. You're both fit enough to just hold back a tiny bit more. When they get sort of close to the box, then you start going. Does that make sense? Rather than belting off those 30 metres and then finding yourself in a situation where you're really stuck then. Does that make a bit of sense? Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting to see what. I'm just interested to see what paths people take. I mean, that ball, yeah, that makes it exciting.
What Cat's done there is threw the ball at us.
Just keep looking. Yeah, just interesting then. We had loads of decisions that were obviously between the two posts, between the 6-yard area, and they were really narrow. So what you're going to see now, especially the group that are going, is I'm going to have a ball on the sort of edge of the 18 there and a ball on the opposite edge of the 18 there. And I just want people to consider, how does your body look when you're approaching the penalty area? Is there anything you can do with, say, your hips to open your peripheral up a bit more? Because what we had loads of there was referees turning and just doing a 30-metre dash as fast as they could and couldn't see left, couldn't see right. We've moved the cone a slight bit here. So I'll demonstrate what it looks like, but effectively, you'll see me, let's pretend, you'll see me turn the cone, and you'll see me with a bit more of a widened hips to be able to see more of the peripheral on the right-hand side there. I just want us to consider, because when you hit the cone now, you're going to have to see Scott, you're going to have to see Kat in the far side over there. So when you're hitting here, when you're hitting here, if I am running this way, is there anything I can do with my hips to be able to still see there? Likewise, if I turn the cone and I take this path here, instead of being completely closed off, if I'm taking that path down there, is there anything I can do with my hips here to have them slightly more open to still keep cat in view on the right hand side over there? It's just something to consider. Because if you close your hips off here and become completely fixated, you're not going to be able to see anything that's going on there. And it might, I know you're thinking, when are you ever going to have two footballs in a football game? Okay, what I'm trying to get you to think about is, yes, if the ball's going towards Scott, for example, I want to keep at least a bit of my body open to be able to see, obviously, what's going on in the box. Because the minute it goes there, if I'm completely closed, I've got no view what's going on. Does that make a bit of sense? Yeah. I've got to get it right. Okay, yeah, ready, I'm ready. I've got to get this one right, I'm under pressure. I ain't got a whistle. Yeah, cheers, Rob. I've not got no infectious diseases. Don't worry. I'm ready then, yeah. I'm ready. Ow. Oh, what are you doing? I'm absolutely knackered. Free kick. Closed, wasn't closed off. Could see everything I needed to see. I probably took more of a narrow path that I would have wanted, but I mean, it took an age to drop it. But I was carried on my narrow path, still kept this side open, could still see Kat. I could probably see Kat all the way up to the red line. Just try and keep yourself open. Try and keep yourself so you can see the two people with the ball. That's my challenge. Keep it open, left side, good. Right side, left side there. Good, well done, well done.
So what we've got in and amongst the main position and movement drill is two separate small-sided games that we've grown out. The first one is around that tennis ball change of direction, focusing on that really tight, compact space and trying to get out of players' way. And in this group here, we're really conscious of that really boring, repetitive session. So what we've done here is changed it. Because we've got this blue group that have been in twice, we've given this group the responsibility to be the players that run in every time. But for this group, we're adding in that next layer of learning and that continuous group learning. So they're tasked here to self-learn and self-teach. So we've given Kingston and Nico, two of the refs, the responsibility to lead this group and actually take that ownership we spoke around inside, to set the drill up and have that learning opportunity. This is really focused on offside, but actually it's more than that. It's creating that social fun between and a bit of competition. Thank you. Oh. Yes. So, while Lewis wraps that up before you blue bibs, I get my colours right confused there. Blue bibs have a go at this. What are our thoughts and feelings on this? Is it easy? Or is it a bit more difficult? Or do you reckon Kingston and Nico have set this up perfectly for us? Somebody say something. Yeah, they're really good, yeah.
Absolutely.
As long as everyone smiles.
Yeah. Crossover, but the idea is there to do.
Yeah.
But it is much different than a real game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good drill to use.
Perfect.
Always ask yourself, why am I here? Why am I stood here? Where do I need to be stood next? Why am I stood here? There's got to be a purpose. And I stood here because the players are in the way. And I stood here because the ball's potentially going to go there next. You've always got to be asking yourself, why am I standing here?
Well done, everyone. Very good. Your head back in.